Japan, which usually dominates North America, they play like a simpler style with some characters like Charizard. And they're much more about resource management. Like,
and that's the thing about the pacing of Pokken too. It's a very true to its original games, being the Pokemon franchise. A lot of the time, I feel like Pokken is a turn-based game. It's all about knowing situations. It's a lot of Pokken is just knowledge checking, and once you have that knowledge down, you could really stretch far above some of the more players that simply just lab combos.
BadIntent not even going to risk the Blaziken this time around. Going to keep it on the bench for now.
I respect it. Shadow Mewtwo, one of his best characters, if not the best.
I would say it's his best. I think his best characters go from like Shadow Mewtwo, Darkrai, Blaziken.
Really? I'd put his Blaziken over his Darkrai. Though I feel like it could also go either way.
My only issue I don't rate it now is because his only Blaziken wins is against the Light Breeze. But his Darkrai has some wins, moreover. Oh, nice.
I just realized he's using Mismagius. That's an interesting choice.
I think it works out really well because you get this wall when you can just walk alongside Mismagius and you get attack up. And so we can walk forward against this like passive Libre and actually do damage.
That's true. Safely. This is Allister's Libre we're talking about. So when he's not in your face like that, and Allister is the type of player that if he has the lead, he will hang back and just wait for you to approach. So the Mismagius is a great tool that does help him approach. And my god, BadIntent, calm down.
Yeah, especially with like, you can call Mismagius because Allister's all the way on the other side of the screen, so you can actually call it safely.
Yeah, you get a chance to approach, and being Shadow Mewtwo, you could also throw those pillars out, and if Libre is full screen away from you, then they can just eat all that chip damage.
Oh, and one thing that was hilarious about last round was that Sandtech actually whiffed and you could have burst punished it, but both of them didn't expect it to whiff.
Yeah, very interesting situation there. Oh, and a very interesting situation there. We saw the shield go up, but I guess it wasn't quite fast enough to block that homing attack.
I think it's a bug, because shield does not have startup frames, but sometimes it just pops up, because their tail's technically holding it, but the minus frames aren't gone yet, so it just pops up because it's like, oh, he's still pressing this, but he also got hit. Yeah,
I feel like it is a situation where shield, in some weird situations, shield doesn't come out frame one, especially in minus situations. Like, you'll see the animation of shield start up, but you won't be blocking just yet.
My favorite is when you get hit by a burst attack, but your shield's in the animation.
There are some situations back during the Wii U days where we could actually watch burst attacks with the shield still up. It was pretty hilarious, but they since fixed that bug.
Oh, see, I love that Mismagius stuff. Just like, you can just walk along and just dash up, grab it, and they can't do anything about it.
Very strong, yeah. Going back to what I was saying, it's a great tool to help BadIntent approach.
Oh no, he got himself put in the corner. That was like the Weavile grab.
But it's okay, I guess, because Allister, I don't quite know what happened there, but you know what, Allister's going to take it, and he's going to keep pushing his lead by putting BadIntent right back in the corner.
Perfect. Just burst. You're getting kind of bopped in the corner. You got to get out of there. I think it's right back in the corner. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is one of those awkward situations about Pokken Tournament where if in field phase you hug the wall so much, you could be playing on such a tiny, tiny area when you phase shift. Because once you phase shift, we're locked into 2D, and this is, I think, one of the smallest 2D side-scroller sections you can have in the corners.
Yeah, I think so, because you got like the very edge of the corner. And actually, one thing that's crazy is that BadIntent didn't expect to get the vulnerable frames on that, so he didn't burst. And that's actually huge, because it means Allister got that exchange. If Samus gets burst, and he doesn't die, but he gets Allister knocked down, and he has the health lead. So it's unfortunate, like, some of the things are like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen, because it's technically not a real setup.
Allister was able to take the win there, and I wonder how BadIntent is going to respond. It looks like he's back on the select screen, and he's going to go for Rotom Togekiss.
Actually, I think that's a little bit of a weird spot, because I don't think the Mismagius wasn't hurting him at all. Like, I think
the Mismagius was doing a lot, but I think it wasn't doing enough for BadIntent. It didn't make BadIntent happy, so I think he wants to... I'm going to guess Rotom is what he wants here.
Yeah, because he did use Rotom against Vuvo, because he was running Pablio, because he was double jumping.
And again, Libre being one of those characters where some of her moves just launch her in the air, and Rotom being an anti-air support, that gives you a speed debuff.
Yeah, and it's like, Rotom doesn't work out. You can go back to Togekiss, where it's like, if you're just Mismagius, and you're playing Allister, like super passive Libre, Ninetales doesn't get you anything. So it's like, you have at least the fallback support in the middle of the game if Rotom doesn't work out.
Right. Ooh, I like the grab reset. Allister doing the homing block he's known for.
I don't know how he always knows the homing block. it makes me so upset.
I feel like it's become such muscle memory for Allister that he does it for every field-based situation. He has just like this method. Like he showed it to me. He put a controller in front of my hand, and he showed me how he did it. And he does it like in such a intricate way. Like it's like he's playing a piano when he does it.
Like very good.
Like Allister has mastered the perfect walk.
Allister, Rotom is not getting anything because Allister just does not jump at all. And it's actually a pretty rough round before that burst mode because Rotom wasn't doing much and he didn't have Mismagius.
Right.
So I wonder if he'll just go to Tokus next round, even if he wins this one. Oh, nice hop over. Oh, he stopped him.
Allister fishing for something there. I don't know. I feel like he should have just gone for the CADC grab, but maybe he was respecting BadIntent a little too much there.
He reset him. It's Vortex.
I don't think he was able to quite get the KO, so he wanted a hard knockdown situation.
Allister grabbed, but it was just a little too slow. He got hit by the CA.
Yeah, very unfortunate there.
Oh, I guess take us to Rotom. Interesting.
Rotom.
I just call Rotom.
I respect it.
It's like tomato, Rotom, Rotom.
I know whenever I was playing Pokemon, I always had like my own pronunciations, and then when I eventually heard the official one, that's when I like switched to it.
I used to call Mimikyu, Mikuki every time.
I remember people used to call Arceus, but we eventually learned that's pronounced Arceus. Like,
I refuse to call it that. It has been now fanded.
I like it because considering the name origin, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Back to the game though, Allister
Running away with it.
running away with it, yeah.
Rotom, once again, not really doing much at all in her BadIntent. Like, I get that like it's just like a call in case he does jump, but at the same time, he's not been jumping that much to begin with.
Yeah, because even if he calls it, it becomes a situation where, ooh.
Stopped it! Oh no!
Ooh. Yeah, Allister trying to go for not necessarily a wake up burst attack because it was in the middle of phase shift, but he tried going for like the immediate burst attack, but BadIntent being in a plus situation, he was able to just completely mediate out with a 5Y.
Yeah, that's a long lasting 5Y too. Oh no! That's right, you jump on the next hit. Oh.
I'm surprised Allister didn't let go of CA in that situation. That thing we were saying earlier about Allister not letting go of CA. This time, I'm not gonna forgive him.
Yeah.
He. Actually, I don't know.
He jumped up because he jumped up because he committed to the attack.
Right.
Because he can't CA, did that, and
I actually don't know.
Up.
If he let go of CA in that situation, would he have killed Shadow Mewtwo there? Because Shadow Mewtwo does bounce up from Earthquake, so maybe Allister knew that the CA would just dash under him while Shadow Mewtwo was in the middle of that jump animation.
But that doesn't explain why he committed to homing attack second when you jump up in the air versus Rotom. I think that's just like muscle memory from a different character kind of coming over.
Maybe. Because that is true. Pikachu Libre, not Allister's name, but still able to come this far with it. He has put a lot of practice into it.
It's still super good, but sometimes you should have that muscle memory that carries over from your other characters. Like, wait, why did I do that? Like, you know it's bad, but you actually do it anyways because you're like...
No, I know exactly what you mean. I've definitely done instant air dash JYs as breaks in when I was thinking I was playing Mewtwo. It's a thing that happens.
It's weird. Alright, Rotom again. Apparently, I don't know what I'm supposed to be seeing with the Rotom pick. I guess it's just like one of those supports you hold on to and just make them respect it.
Yeah,
Oh, he tried to just dash up, do something cheeky.
Like Allister popped burst, and I guess BadIntent was looking to pressure him. It was like, okay, you may have burst, but I've shut down your jump, but it didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
I'm not feeling the Rotom. I'll be real. He has Synergy full, but you're Shadow Mewtwo. Actually, if he burst right away, you could probably get Synergy twice.
Yeah, definitely. Shadow Mewtwo having the smallest meter in the entire game.
Oh, nice hop over. Oh, look at all this damage. I love Shadow Mewtwo damage. Because they're so stylish. So you feel really bad when you give us damage.
And he did get him on the wall, so a few of those hit had the wall splat bonus modifier.
Oh no, adjustment. It's kind of weird.
Oh no. BadIntent does play on a fight stick. Most of us usually use the Pokemon pad. BadIntent playing on the fight stick. I don't know if that hurts him when he tries to go for just frames, or maybe it helps him.
Oh, he jumped.
But it is very rare to see him miss those just frames.
I think he wasn't expecting it. That was I don't know Allister like jumped with her Tom again, so I think that's something. Something's up there, and look at all that scaling though.
On the bright side, Rotom does have about 40% scaling, I believe, so that definitely wasn't going to kill.
Yeah, but that at least denied the rest of Libre synergy, which was the more important part, I think.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Allister working with a speed debuff, not fun to deal with.
Especially against Xiaomi too, where you can do like this little projectile in your class setup. Because let's go with that.
And just look at Allister, like he doesn't even know what to do in this situation anymore.
There's not very much you can do when you're speed buff debuff like that, because if you stay at mid range, you're just gonna pillar you.
Exactly.
Because you're just too slow to walk out. So you kind of have to like force yourself forward. But then you're gonna know you're forcing yourself forward and you just get hit. See, like I get this little walk up shield now, just to kind of help deal, make sure he doesn't get caught out. Libre does so much damage.
Yeah, he does. But also we're looking at Shadow Mewtwo, so it's kind of a
it's
bias.
like Shadow Mewtwo has like no HP.
Yeah.
But Libre, look at that. That's 570. What is that? And he could give himself defense.
Meanwhile, Shadow Mewtwo working with 6 net. Never mind, 94.
Actually, that's one thing that's surprising me is that Allister's not going for any defense buffs. I mean, Shadow Mewtwo of all characters.
Ooh, that was a beautiful situation for the Rotom because we see Allister was trying to go for a combo, but wasn't able to complete it purely because Allister used a forward A mid combo and the Rotom stopped it. So Rotom kind of functioning like a Magikarp in that situation, but at this point I feel like BadIntent should just go for Magikarp or something.
Yeah. They tried to go for a pillar setup, but unfortunately the pillar's just a little too far out. But it was almost there. Unfortunately, it's 3 HP. He has to get like a 260. Alright, seems like a 110 gone.
BadIntent working really hard here to
he
stop Allister, but I think that's a KO.
Yeah, because he near-applied. He got rid of... He put himself at like 43 out of 69.
And there is one thing I want to comment on that happened a couple seconds ago. We saw a situation where Allister was throwing out a bunch of forward A's. I forget what they're called. Are they just...
I think they're Spark.
I think they're... No, Spark is the one where he like tackles from the ground with the counter
They're
frames.
just projectiles like Spark. Spark 2.
I think it's called... It's not Discharge, is it?
It might be.
But interesting situation that happened is like Shadow Mewtwo being the tall character he is, BadIntent was kind of just... He wanted to approach, but because Shadow Mewtwo is a tall character, he kind of had to just like walk forward and block against those Sparks because normally if you are a medium to small character, you could just duck under those, but Shadow Mewtwo having the disadvantage here that he has to...
Yeah.
He could CA it, but that of course is risky.
And Allister CA'd so many projectiles, he got so much free synergy from BadIntent, and now he's run away with this round. Like, look at that, he's already almost at full synergy, and a lot of it's due because he CA'd so many of those projectiles, BadIntent kind of killed himself a bit, and now he's going to have synergy soon. Oh no, the speed debuff didn't let him do the walk forward grab.
Yeah. Rotom, I don't know if you could combo off of that grounded Rotom hit like that.
I'm pretty sure he can go for it, but he's just too slow, he couldn't walk forward enough.
Yeah, maybe he had to like too wide so he could breathe more. I'm not quite sure.
Allister walking back, actually hurting him a lot and bringing this game back to even.
I think this might... No, it can't KO.
It can't kill. It's too much scaling. Because like, Allister tried to dash back and it was a little weird.
Yeah. I was also just trying to account for the fact that he was in Rage against a non-burst opponent with a wall splat bonus. I was thinking, I was kind of hopeful that would KO, but not quite KO in that situation.
No Miracle, I just can't say. Oh, never mind, he will die. Let him out.
Yeah. I mean, Jirachi double buffed, Jirachi Rage.
I thought maybe, but then I forgot about Jirachi.
Shadow Mewtwo with 50 HP.
This is looking rough. And he almost brought back the first round. But depending on the player, sometimes it's more tilting, like when you almost bring it back and then you lose compared to just like losing it.
Right.
BadIntent
committing to that CA and it works out for him.
Oh, Discharge is so good. And
very risky Discharge, but Allister doesn't care. He's going to get away with it. He's up around, he's up in life. He might as well.
BadIntent's, or Allister's in BadIntent's head so hard right now.
Ooh, excellent 2Y.
Here you go. We're probably going to see the burst from BadIntent once Allister gets close. Just to play safe, because you're only at 190.
Ooh, okay, great reaction with the Rotom. I don't know how much damage he'll get off his combo, but it is going to be a full combo. Is he going to get the wall splat, though?
Honestly, he's not really using it for damage, though. He just uses it to burn synergy. Like, he just makes the combo last as long as possible and get as many hits, so it just takes down synergy more so than playing it for damage. Allister's so good at getting away with those grabs because everyone respects that he's going to do something. And so they do grabs to just like minimize the damage. But this is the scariest part about Shadow Mewtwo is how plus he is all the time. Especially on dive kick. So safe.
He just throws up a CA.
Oh.
Is this gonna combo?
Yeah.
Yeah, combo.
Oh, he got the wall, I think, too. So he didn't get the extra bit of damage. But I don't think this goes. I think it's like
No,
50.
there's no way it's gonna kill.
50 HP is my guess.
62.
Close enough. That's still like a grab, I think, and he dies. Unless he gets synergy.
He's gonna get synergy, he's gonna get that health back, and he still has Jirachi. I don't know for how long though. Let's see how much he can capitalize off of this.
I'm pretty sure he just called it. So, oh,
No, he called it a while ago. He definitely called it before the burst attack occurred. And wow, Allister! Resetting the brackets! What? I'm excited!
I respect it. I don't know why.
Allister's been on a losing streak against BadIntent. If he could take it against BadIntent here, denying BadIntent's 4th Wednesday Night Fight win.
I'm surprised he doesn't even wait a minute, just like to think it over. Like he sticks with the Rotom, doesn't even think about character switching to Darkrai. Granted, Darkrai kind of struggles in this matchup in my opinion, but still.
I feel like this win for Allister would be really great for him.
Yeah, especially because he would even up the head-to-head against him in BadIntent for the split, and it'd be his first Hell Night Fights win, especially off of the unfortunate streak that he's been having with Hell Night Fights recently. Man, I'm just not feeling the Rotom. At first, I thought it was just like a pressure respect-y tool. Like he's using it to like get rid of the synergy and stuff, but I feel like Mr. Magus was getting him more. Like,
I don't know. I want to say he has a reason for it.
And we know the reason.
It's been keeping Allister in check somewhat. I want to say he could try to get more off it, but at this point,
it's just not working out anymore.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the way he's been using Rotom, I feel like it's just a discount Magikarp at this point.
Yeah.
He's kind of been using it as a get off me or to keep Allister in check, but I feel like Magikarp would just accomplish everything he wants so much more better.
I like that play from both sides. Just trying to go for the shield break, fast and knowing, and just going for a dash back CA again. Also, I just kind of hope BadIntent just works. Because like he got the move with some Smigius, so it wasn't like it wasn't working. And at this point, I feel like Smigius was actually doing more.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like BadIntent really is. Ooh.
He thought about what he wanted to take, but he's like, you know what, never mind, I'm shot Mewtwo. I could take a synergy loss.
I think we had a situation, because BadIntent has made comments about these before, is like sometimes he'll want to go for the homing attack, but with the way he plays on his fight stick, sometimes he'll input the homing attack before he drops the shield, and we kind of saw that again. We saw that little awkward situation. He was just standing there in place, and he was like, oh no, and then he threw his shield back up.
That's one of the things I should do like about the Pokken Pad. I'm not a big fan of the controller, but like, you don't really get those type of inputs that often compared to Fight Stick. But Fight Stick movement feels so much better.
And you know what? I gotta respect BadIntent for committing so long to using a Fight Stick. He really made it his own.
Yeah. Oh man, he's starting to get some crazy damage. That's a shift in the
middle. Yeah, that was a great shift. 21 hits is usually the combo limit.
Yeah,
but if you have moves that have animation during phase shift, you still get that little extra hit, making a 20-second hit.
Maths.
Yeah,
beautiful.
BadIntent going for the optimal combos. If he could sneak in that last hit, you might as well go for it.
And this is a huge win now for this round because he just denied the entire bar from Allister.
Allister popped it, wanting to get out of a certain situation, but wasn't able to do much with it.
It's like the weird part, like when Rotom works, it works amazing. But it's only working like a third of the time.
And I gotta say, that's probably what BadIntent wants. That maybe that's why he's stuck with this support. I appreciate the stubbornness. I want to see him use Rotom to his max potential. I want him to make us eat our words.
But it's just so rough, especially when you like look at how well Miss Vegas worked the first game for him. But man, I can't doubt. See, that's always a weird part about backspring swing forward. Sometimes, like when they're already CAing, you kind of just give them that extra tick of synergy, which is actually really nice if you're Libre because you're 100 CC.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's a weird throwout sometimes. Like sometimes you kind of get the stuff, but sometimes you just also risk giving synergy to a quick synergy character. Man.
Allister playing very, very well with footsies here. He has the lead, so he's kind of just like messing around at mid-range, waiting for BadIntent to commit to something.
I feel like everyone's so used to jump heavy Libre that Al's just like more grounded styles catching. Like pretty much everyone tonight, like pretty off guard. Especially when like you go from playing Bubo who's playing with like 5 jumps.
I appreciate the 2 Y checks. Allister definitely reacted to something and wanted to go for the burst, but unfortunately the JX was able to completely stuff that out.
Okay, so one thing I just noticed that, okay, so CA back does not activate Retomb. So that means that the situation last time was like just a weird input thing. But 5 seconds left. BadIntent has the health lead, but he will. Oh no!
No, he's gonna lose it here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's lost it.
Wall slap bonus? Yep.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Allister taking another game in this reset.
And that's also like the hardest part for Shadow Mewtwo is like most characters will have the luxury of being able to take a grab and just win by timeout. But you don't get that luxury with Shadow Mewtwo.
Nope. Shadow Mewtwo having that little HP. And in some situations, it works out well for him. Because in the hypothetical situation, let's say both players are at 1 HP and you time out.
Yeah.
Shadow Mewtwo always was that situation, having the smaller HP bar. But when we each have our own decent chunk, one grab really can set the difference for Shadow Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's like super hard too because the Libre has Jirachi, and we know how people feel about Jirachi. There's a reason this support was nerfed. It's so strong.
This support was never nerfed, actually, wasn't it?
No, I got cut one time before with DX.
It made the charge time slightly faster, or slightly longer, I believe.
Oh,
From the Wii U to the Switch version, but I think that was the only change because I know a lot of players kind of hope for that Jirachi change. Jirachi is a very overwhelming support. Helps build meter, gives you that synergy buff in synergy mode. It's very strong support.
People say the same thing about Mew. It's pretty overpowering. And unfortunately, something that kind of like sucked there for like he caught the Retomb hit, but you never get too much from it like he usually wants to use it. Now it's down for the synergy mode if Allister wants to call it. And just like use the synergy meter before it comes back up. But he's doing a good job just like running away and trying to wait for like Retomb to come back so he can use it against Allister when he wants to call his burst.
I question the way BadIntent's approaching this match right now because he got the cross up now, but he was he's like putting himself closer to the corner, and I think that's what Allister wants. Now he's like, he kind of just pressured himself to burst just now. I feel like he could have held on to that meter a little longer.
I think he's trying to punish Allister's like slow approach style and trying to make Allister commit, but Allister's not really committing. He's like, well, you're just playing my style. Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to care now?
Yeah, and with time, Allister's just going to take it like that. See, that's going back to what I was saying earlier. I didn't approve of BadIntent backing up so much like that because time was running out, and I don't know. It's becoming a really tough situation. I think Allister's just in BadIntent's head at this point.
And BadIntent's like one of the weaknesses you hear about BadIntent is like he often sticks to his game plan too much.
Allister, one of Allister's favorite things to do, like if he knows you're gonna do some kind of meaty Oki in the corner, he goes for backdash grab, and in so many situations it works. You just saw it work there. Yeah. I love it when he goes for that.
But yeah, like I said earlier, like this is BadIntent's biggest weakness. Like people say he sticks to his game plan way too much sometimes when it's not working. Oh, he's gonna avoid the burst though.
I think he can punish it? No. I believe this is a punish. No, not
he's gonna get punished though. Yeah, you can't actually punish that. Especially, like, it's a little too early for it to be punished. Oh, nice grab. And see, it's like the awkward part for BadIntent too, because like his game plan is working sometimes.
I mean, definitely.
It's like
stick to a plan long enough, it's got to work eventually.
Yeah,
a broken clock is right twice a day, as they say.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like it's kind of trapping him though. Like we're like, oh, it worked that one time, so it must work again, type of deal. Like when you're tilting, you win that one game doing something stupid. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and you realize you keep doing it anyway. It's like, but it worked one time.
Right. But BadIntent very much plays methodical to his own play style. Don't know how much of that is going to hurt him in this situation. It's definitely worked against Allister many times before, but is this BadIntent's first time playing against Allister's Libre?
I think so.
I want to say it might be a character issue then. Allister already up 2 games in this grand final.
I could see it because he also got beat up by Vuvos, but then he just beat Vuvo. But granted, Vuvo played a much different style when he beat BadIntent. When Vuvo beat BadIntent last time, he was running Mimikyu and really punishing Shadow Mewtwo's Glass Cannon nature. Because he
finally seen that support change, by the way.
Oh, finally, thank God.
He went for, I believe, Frogadier, or not Emolga, Eevee.
I respect this. Like, get the attack buff back. Attack buff was helping you so much last time.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what does Frogadier get you in this situation? But he went for Eevee, so I'm not going to think about that right now.
Because like, one of the best things about this is like, you can always just deal with Burst Libre. Because you're going to have Burst Fast yourself, and then when your Burst runs out and he still has his, you just call Eevee, and you're like, well, I'm going to build Burst fast enough so that once Eevee runs out, I can just Burst again.
And Eevee does give you a little bit of HP back and an attack buff. So that'll work really well, especially against a character like Libre who is able to buff herself with defense buffs.
And it's like, it's kind of like the weird part about switching your plan now, because now you just made it like, it's now or never.
He definitely, BadIntent definitely has his back against the wall now. If he loses one more, that's it. That's the end of the night.
Yeah, and it's just like, there's always that awkward part when you change your game plan solely after doing it like 6 games in a row. Like, there's that tilt factor. And I think we're kind of seeing it now because Eevee just kind of did not help at all.
But like I said earlier, I respect the stubbornness that BadIntent shows. I feel like it's one of his stronger points as a player because it works out for him.
It works out, but then you have like sets like with Couch, and he just command counters full screen and gets hit by a Hard Beam. And you're just like, that hurts. Because like, it worked. Like, his game plan was working super well beforehand. But as soon as it stops working, that's when BadIntent struggles the most as a player.
Ooh, going for 2 Vortexes in a row. Interesting.
I respect that, actually, because it's Libre. And Allister's trying to look for that punish. He's been gaining him a lot. Just Vortex twice to see if he does something. Ooh, I like that. Just keep him in duel.
Yes, I like that. BadIntent loves to go for that sometimes when he just wants to get a reset like that. He could phase shift with the side strike, but he chooses not to.
Because he risks Libre just going to the wall and getting defense buff and just waiting field phase again and getting her HP back.
And he does have, like, he has very little HP back. Like, phase shifting would just give him an opportunity to fight back, but if you don't phase shift him, then it's like, what do? You have a hard knockdown on the ground, I have an advantage, you have 5 HP left, what are you going to do? I love it when BadIntent goes for something like that.
Like, at that point, if Allister wants to be safe, he just runs back to the wall, but then you put yourself in the corner with a shield. And it's not going to help that much with that low HP. But, ooh. For a second, I thought you were going to get caught because you just kept dashing back into the corner. I was like, oh no.
I appreciate that BadIntent's playing this, waiting out this first sec very patiently.
Oh, and he gets the little stun on Flamethrower.
Calm that EV, get that HP back. Look at all that recoverable health. He was at like 120-ish, now he's back to 291.
No, he just slid right into the grab.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate grab. Literally ran into it.
Trying to go for like the safe spacing so he could just press the button to give Allister just new.
Oh no! He gambled it all away on the side strike.
I called that the Zy Flare, where you just like, you go for the YOLO DP, that's the Zy Flare.